Hi guys, Michael Hamilton here at Lambros from Station 5. At the moment we're looking at different ways of launching products to market, especially with software. So with your type of customers, what sort of, when you're launching stuff, how are you getting the name out there for their products? Are you helping them out?
Yeah, sure. I mean, obviously in the early stages, I don't encourage them to start a full-blown social media strategy where they're paying money that they don't have. But the idea is obviously to start something internal within their existing audiences. And a lot of the time that may start on Facebook or Instagram and to leverage on their friends or family or people within their closed networks. Because it's a great way to kind of build that loyal following in the early stages, which is really when you need it to validate your software.
It's cool because it's not just about building the software and then an app on a phone and then just putting it on the internet or an app store. Now you've got to think about how you're going to market it. And also we like to work with people on that because we use social media quite regularly, like we're on it now, for example. So we encourage these customers or these clients to go and, exercise and create an audience or create a community, for example. So what sort of mediums are out there today that can be used?
Yeah, sure. So I think it depends on the age group as well. I mean, obviously you've got Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, a bit of Twitter if you're into that. But I think the main idea is to first work out who your target audience is, whether it's that kind of younger age group, whether 18 to 25, or perhaps you're looking at the older age group, the professional 35 plus, top end business owners, that sort of thing. So I think first you've got to isolate kind of who you're looking at. And then with the younger audiences, you tend to drift towards things like Snapchat or Instagram. I think Facebook's the crossover for both kind of demographics. And then you're looking at things like LinkedIn for that more professional kind of audience as well.
No, it's interesting because I know I've done a lot of research lately, especially last year. And obviously Snapchat is starting to really change. It's starting to have more of a business connotation. And also you've got to create content that's unique to that medium. So I think there's like 30-second videos, 20-second videos on Snapchat is the limit. Instagram has about a minute. Obviously on Facebook you can go longer. On LinkedIn you can go longer with the videos. So you need to think about your audience and how they consume the content and then customize it and so forth. And that's something that we love playing around with. Like I love getting on there and looking at Instagram, walking down the street, making a video informal and giving my own thoughts on software development from my experience for 15 years and then getting it out there and people give feedback. That's what I love about social media. Everyone gives lots of feedback.
If they hate the videos, they'll let you know.
Well, I know that. But yeah, that's what I love about it. And I think it creates this following that you couldn't get years ago. Like social media is awesome. I think it gives you so much good quality feedback. And if it's good or bad, you can fine tune your message and your product accordingly.
Oh, exactly.
It's awesome. I love it. Let's look, I'm looking forward to the future. Like Snapchat now has caught my eye. I really like Instagram. Instagram seems to have people who are really engaging on there and they want to give feedback and there's quality feedback at that too. And that's something that I love doing. I just reckon it's great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
LinkedIn, especially as I was saying before, 35 plus audience, it works perfectly. It's great for that point of view. But you write a lot of blogs on there too. With content.
It's very diverse on LinkedIn. I don't think there's any kind of stock standard way of doing things like there is with Instagram or Snapchat. But that's just the medium as well.
True.
And you just got to play to the medium that you're advertising on, not just with the actual content itself, but also when I say not just the content itself, I mean not just the type of content, whether it's a blog or a video, but also in what way it's delivered. You got to think about the perspective where that person's head is at when they're on that social network. Someone on Instagram doesn't want to go reading posts about your free PDF.
No, you don't at all.
Yeah.
Well, what I find is you've got to be trial and error. Nothing's perfect on social media yet. There's still some ways you should do things and create your content, but look, trial and error. Have a play around, do some research. But it's great. It's a pioneering stage of social media still. It's like the early days of television. They'll finding their way through how to create the content and engage their audiences and so forth. And same thing's happening with social media. So look, play around. There's no one way of doing everything. So I don't know. We're experimenting all the time. I'm loving it.
Trial and error is awesome.
It's fun. Social media is quite fun to play around with, and it's informal. So it's great.
Yeah,
real time. All right. Well, thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
Mate. Well, guys, got any questions? Send them through. We'll love to answer them. Talk to you soon. Catch you later.